Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. I'm James J. It is time for the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series. Tonight we are at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for their road course. Race number 7 of the point scoring season. 22 races in the season. Your current points leader is Eric Thaler in the 15. Aaron Holroyd right behind Justin Thaler, P3. Tonight, perfect conditions as we go racing for 41 laps with a competition caution. I believe it's lap 8 for the competition caution. And 41 is the race total. Qualifying has taken place, and Justin Thaler has put it on the pole position. Calcutta, Ohio's Justin Thaler. So congrats to Justin. We have 13 cars tonight. Ty Williams will share the front row with him. Brandon Cotton and Walker McNulty, row 2. Justin Reinstedel, Brandon Thayer, row 3. John Cunningham, Trevor McLaughlin, row 4. Andrew Miller and Clarence Prince, row 5, with Eric Thaler currently in the pits. Not sure exactly what's going on with Eric. Hopefully he's getting things sorted out. He does not have a penalty, so a little surprised to see him starting from pit lane. But once again, congrats to Justin Thaler. Located in Speedway, Indiana, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway hosts, of course, the Indianapolis 500 and the Brickyard 400 on the oval. In the past, it has hosted the United States Formula One Grand Prix, as well as motorcycles. The highest capacity sports venue in the world with 257,000 available seats. You can see the dust on the track is already being kicked up as these cars warm their tires up. Lots of horsepower, very heavy cars. These Cup Series Next Gen. And a lot of horsepower, skinny tires, heavy cars. The Next Gen, a lot upgraded suspension, I should say. We're all used to them by now. You can see the wonderful paints these guys have put on for us tonight. Thanks to everybody for showing up. Thanks to watching now on YouTube. If you're watching, feel free to chime in on the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Welcome to YouTube. I second that emotion. As JT, the CEO of Midwest Motorsports, is on the pole in the Castrol number 2. Third in the points, Ty Williams. Very fast. Also participated in the fun run we had last Thursday. So I expect this to be an awesome race. Thanks to everybody for tuning in once again. Turn 1, hard braking zone. We're expecting to see lots of tire lockup. As we are coming around the final corner to start the race, the field is on the number 2. And The control car, Justin Thaler, once again, bringing the field to the start finish line, the yard of bricks slowly. And now he steps on it, and we're racing.
It's time!
Into turn one we go. Justin Thaler, Walker McNulty gets inside Ty Williams for second. I believe everybody's made it through. Eric Thaler is out on the track. Walker McNulty still trying to get in front of Ty Williams. He's not clear yet. Ty Williams on the inside into the chicane. Walker leaves room for him. Down the Holman straight we go. Justin Thaler has pulled out almost 2 seconds already. Into another hard braking zone. Ty Williams fills up Walker McNulty's mirrors, but decides not to push his luck, remembering the lap 1 rule. All 4 X's will be reviewed. Dustin Reinstedel in the 11 and Brandon McNulty in the 5. Hanging in there. And Aaron Holroyd in the 73. Also right in line into the final sector of the track. The road course at Indy. Going to be awesome race. We're going to have a great time tonight. So far, so good. Lap 1. Looks like everybody's made it. Justin Thaler out to an early lead. Walker McNulty has been able to hold off Ty Williams. We head down the front stretch into NASCAR turn 4. And remember, a long race, competition caution coming, no points awarded, just an opportunity to top off your tanks. A little bit of lockup there for the 81. That's probably it is a very tricky turn, not probably. Oh, Ty Williams gets slideways going through the chicane and loses a little ground. Justin Reinstedel in the 11 had a great road course race in the truck series on Friday night. Was able to hold on for a good finish. So he has his road course set up in his rig tonight, and Dustin Reinstedel with the new paint. I kind of like it. The 11W. Jitterless energy drink. So your pole sitter, Justin Thaler, out to the lead. Aaron Holroyd in the 73. Purple and black Manscaped, number 73. Having a great battle here with Brandon Thayer in the 64 as they cross the yard of bricks to start their lap number 3. And Eric is not on track. Like Robert Olavison may have spun. Good to see Robert Olavison out here tonight. Learning these road courses, learning the iRacing thing, doing a great job. Your leader, JT, 2.5 seconds now, you're the lead. Ty Williams has lost contact a little bit with Walker. The battle is for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Brandon Cotton has it. Brandon Thayer right in his tire tracks. '81 Snap-on. Next gen of Ty Williams. Looking awesome. Let's ride along with him. See if we can do a whole lap. Coming on the front straightaway, he has to hang on to it there, Ty. Down the long front stretch. Hard braking zone, easy to lock up tires. We've seen it before. It will definitely hurt your tires. Walker McNulty, speaking of, has jumped the curbing. and drops a spot to Ty Williams right on cue. Can't blame the broadcaster on that one. But it was perfect timing. Ty Williams gets the spot. Now can Dustin Reinstedel take advantage? Not yet. Let's find out what happened to Walker. Coming into turn one. It's a good run on the straight. And just blows it. A little slow on the reaction time there on the cameras, but that was it. That's all it took. Really slow on the reaction time for the cameras, so apologize about that. We're back live. Dustin Reinstedel is not able to pass. Ball on cameras. Thank you. All right, Dustin Reinstedel now the aggressor. Maybe we can ride with Dustin. There he is looking up at the Sour Patch number 12. Through the chicane, nice and smooth for both of these guys. The Holman straight. Right beside the golf course on the inside. 90-degree left. Dustin Reinstedel trying to see if he can come through these turns before they head back onto the oval. Nice and smooth on the throttle for Dustin Reinstedel. We're winding out lap number 5. This section, super cool. Interesting pit entry right here on driver's right. They finished the lap. There's the pit entry, but the pit limit line, or the pit lane speed line, not till after they make the final turn. Back onto the straightaway for Dustin Reinstedel. Nice and smooth. Brandon Cotton right in the slipstream, and Brandon Thayer and Aaron Holroyd have not lost contact either. See if Walker can catch back up to Ty. He's 2 seconds back. Aaron Holroyd has a great view of the battle. Line is turned. Don't forget, we're going to have a competition caution. Just a couple of laps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the shot. These are the best camera angles I've got to work with, so I'm doing my best. Bringing you the action. Walker, Dustin, Brandon, and Aaron. Justin Thaler almost 5 seconds out in front now. Sold out crowd. Thanks to everybody for showing up. Putting on a clinic. Justin Thaler going to see his lead disappear. Maybe he would like to consider saving his tires. Going to lose the gap at the competition caution. We're looking at 12 to 15 laps, maybe 16 laps on a tank. That will dictate whether you come in or not. Do you top off? 2 sets of tires on the floor, and not including the one that you qualified and started the race with. Oh, Brandon Thayer goes wide. Gets slippery. That's going to leave debris on his tires. Can Aaron Holroyd take advantage? As the purple Manscaped number 73 looks to take advantage. We are one lap away from the competition caution. And Justin Thaler comes in. We know it's going to reset Brandon Thaler. Brandon Thayer, Walker McNulty. Who stayed out? Like Dustin Reinstedel stayed out. Aaron Holroyd is in. Everybody looks like they're stopping before the caution. With the exception of Dustin Reinstedel, if he chooses to pit. And now it looks like Eric Thaler has found. They have repaired the starter motor. So good to see Eric back on track. Otherwise, everybody else in the pit's getting fuel. Top off. Justin Thaler is out. Walker McNulty looks like he was going to stop. Decided not to. Brandon Thayer. All right, what's the difference between Brandon and Brandon? Ty Williams took tires. Walker McNulty trying to get back around Ty Williams. Not sure what that's all about in the pit lane exit. Walker McNulty's in front. Once the pit lane speed limiter, the green flag is still out. All bets are off. Very heads-up racing by Walker McNulty to come out of the pit lane. And as soon as you cross that line, we're back to green flag racing. So the green cone is where you can pit lane speed stops. Ty Williams gets back on it, and Walker McNulty steps on the gas. When does he pop out? Not sure if Ty knew that they were racing, but Walker McNulty takes total advantage. The blue line is the blend line. The green cone is the end of pit road. Dustin Reinstedel now chooses to come in, but it's going to cost him as safety car is out. And Justin Thaler leads. Looks like Ty has given back the spot. Walker has given back the position to Ty because the safety car came out. Once the safety car is on the track, pit lane rules apply. No passing. So even though there is no official yellow flag, Josh Watt, race control, and the safety car driver is in, and I completely forgot about our buddy. Hey, Dustin, it's James in the booth. You got me?
What's up?
Hey, man. Well, you didn't pit with everybody else. Was that were you surprised to see them come in?
No. I just went ahead and stayed out and got that extra bonus lap.
Leading a lap. Right on. Always thinking, Dustin. Thanks for filling me in on that one. You had me stumped, but I knew you were up to something. But this is going to put you mid-pack, especially on a road course. It's going to be hard to get that track position back.
Yeah, we'll see. We've still got 32 laps left, so pit strategy and everything will come into play here.
That's right. Well, I know we're turning left off of the Holman Straight. I'll let you get back to driving. Good luck, man. We'll be watching, and thanks for coming. I like the 11W paint, by the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James.
Looks great. I'm sending you back up. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Dang it, come on. That's Dustin Reinstedel. Got some work to do now. As thank you very much to the safety car, Josh Watt, showing us the way around in that beautiful dark horse safety car, Mustang GT3, the choice of many drivers for next season's Road Series as he dives off onto the pit lane. Does a better job, way better job than Barney. Justin Thaler has control of the field once again, but Brandon Cotton now second place. Brandon Thayer third. Ty Williams with new tires. P4. Let's see if Justin Thaler steps on the gas. And we are back racing once again. Brandon Cotton is not going to let Justin Thaler get away if he can help it. And all bets are off now. Only natural cautions, which I do not think we're going to see from here to the end. As Walker McNulty going side by side with Ty Williams again. Walker McNulty has his elbows up tonight. He really wants to stay in front of that 81 if he can. No holding back for Walker McNulty. Walker believes in himself. Believes that he has the speed. He does not want to lose ground to those leaders. Walker, once again, very confident driver, road course ringer, but also darn good on the ovals. So we're going to be watching Walker McNulty all season long in the number 12 car if he can keep the off tracks and the aggression under control. Justin Thaler is not pulling away from Brandon Cotton, not on lap one. The race for second is heating up with Brandon Thayer, Walker, and Brandon Cotton. Green number 5 of Brandon Cotton from DeWitt, Arkansas. Super nice guy. We've talked to Brandon more than once. He's had some bad luck. Looking like he's having some good luck tonight early in the race. Got a Labrador and a Labradoodle. Millie and Boomer are the dogs' names. They're cheering them on tonight. Fanatec Wheel and Pedals. Brandon, the number 5, started go-karts when he was a kid, and his number was number 5. That's why he chooses to run the number 5. Big Mark Martin and Kyle Busch fan. Tires is his tip to winning the race. We'll see if he can save it as Walker has got around Brandon Thayer. Did it while we were riding along with learning more about Brandon. See, my guess is, on the entrance. Come on, please. It'll be worth the wait. We saw Walker lock up on the brakes earlier. It gets a better run coming out of the chicane. That's what set it up. And Brandon Thayer on the outside in the 64 leaves plenty of room. The 81, Ty Williams, locks up trying to avoid Brandon Thayer. Thought he was thinking about getting through, decided against it. Awesome racing. We'll ride with this race a little bit longer. Walker McNulty now in P3. Oh, Aaron Holroyd, a little bit on the curbs. The exit there. Brandon Thayer looking at that position back from Walker. He's holding him off. Ty Williams in the 81. And he gets slipstream. Not this lap, pretty far back. No changes. We'll head back live. Live racing now. Live pictures. Ty Williams still trying to chase down Brandon there in the 64. 1, 2, 3 up front. So far, Justin Thaler still has the lead lap. Don't forget, Ty Williams in the 81 looks on the inside of the 64. Got the 73 behind looking as well. Lurking. And Ty Williams in the 81 with fresher tires. And he's not going to wait for the slipstream this time. Barely misses the bumper. And we're side by side for position 4. Into the braking zone. Hard on the binders. Don't lock it up. Brandon Thayer on the outside. There's Aaron Holroyd. Oh, great job of avoiding there by Aaron Holroyd. Almost hits him. Dustin Reinstedel has made his way all the way back up to P7 after starting 12th. So Dustin Reinstedel is back in touch. Almost to the top 5. Oh, Aaron Holroyd power slides going through the chicane. Big time. Great save, though. Only half spin. Let's see if hitting the curbs has upset him. Aaron Holroyd, the 73, works his way towards us. In the chicane, I believe. I think we're playing. Here they come. Second, third. First, second, and third go by. Nice and smooth. Here comes 4, 5, and 6. And Aaron Holroyd in the purple Manscaped right here. Not that curb. It was the right-hander on cameras that we missed. You'll have to take my word for it. Sorry, guys. Tried to do some fancy there. It didn't work, but it's all good. We're still racing. Aaron Holroyd makes it through this time. Not sure why there's a pretty significant lag between the controls, but it's all good. Justin Thaler putting on a clinic, and now Walker McNulty has gotten by Brandon Cotton. Trying to ride with Aaron. Didn't see this, but I do want to see Walker making moves. There it is. Same place he passed Brandon Cotton. Why is my control lagging so hard? We'll get us there. Putting the pressure on, you can see him right on the bumper. Real time. Oh, he thought about it there. Back to 101 speed. Through the chicane, both of them. Brandon Cotton in the 5 got through. Great, but Walker McNulty just carried a little more speed. He's in the slipstream and the braking zone. Brandon Cotton lifts, brakes a little early, and Brandon locks up at the end of the middle straight, and that's what Walker was waiting for. That's how that happened. Back to live pictures now. Going through the chicane one more time. Walker McNulty showing his speed. In P2, can he catch up? 3.5 seconds now to Justin Thaler. Justin Thaler has the fastest lap of the race so far. Brandon Thayer's got by Ty Williams. Dustin Reinstedel's next. Back to Aaron Holroyd. Eric Thaler has got past Aaron. Nice job by the 15, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, as these two and Sean Cunningham joins the fight. in the 71 as Eric Thaler goes a little wide. Coming on NASCAR 4, then locks him up. Under braking. Nice try. Sorry about that, Eric. And Aaron Holroyd putting pressure on Eric. Road courses are not Eric's favorite thing. He's not afraid to admit it. Definitely out here for points, though. And delayed starter motor broke at the beginning of the race. So Eric Thaler a few laps down. Walker McNulty is reeling Justin in. Walker McNulty still does not have the fastest lap. Walker McNulty, oh, I see. Not quite sure if he took tires or not. I'm going to guess no. Did kind of a stop and stutter stop. .8. The gap is shrinking between Walker McNulty. Ty Williams really wants to get around Brandon Cotton. Good to see you, Ant, watching the stream on YouTube. We're missing you. We'd rather see you on the track, but we know the honeydew list comes first. So don't blame me, but look at the battle for third. We're watching Walker. I'm not going to let anything get missed there, but Ty Williams got around Brandon Cotton, and now Brandon Thayer wants around as well. Brandon Cotton, admittingly, not great on the road course, or not as confident on the road courses. Amazing oval drivers we've seen at Charlotte tonight and other tracks this season. Brandon Thayer is going to be a threat for sure. Wish I could see Brandon's paint a little better, maybe on another night. Different camera options, but it's all good. It looks great. Justin Reinstedel has caught up to this battle as well. Back into the picture, number 11. This is the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. The cameras zoom out for a little bit. They're static cameras, and then as they get closer, you can see less of the battle. Uh-oh. Brandon Thayer, I thought it was going to get Brandon Cotton. Is right as they come in front of the camera. Now we can see more of the track again. The cameras are static and don't change the zoom. So thanks for everybody for hanging out, watching with us tonight. Walker McNulty down to 1.1 seconds between Walker and Justin. Justin was being a little conservative, but Walker McNulty is on the hunt. He goes through the left-right chicane. Justin Thaler has led every lap of the race so far, except for the pit cycle, of course. The number 2 Ford Mustang. RFK paint. Calcutta, Ohio's Justin Thaler. Silver Labrador named Bubba. And Teddy is a yellow lab. cheering him on at home. The gap is now under a second for Walker McNulty. Sim Magic Gear. A big Brad Keselowski fan, if you haven't noticed already. He always has a bottle of Arizona green tea right beside him. And he wants to focus on consistency. That is his sim racing tip for newbies. Outright speed will get you so far, but being consistent wins races and championships. And Justin Thaler has a trophy to his name in the Discord, so we're happy to see Justin fighting him off. Back over a second now as Walker McNulty drops about a quarter of a second back on that lap. 23 to go. Came in at lap 8. So we're looking at lap 31 to 35. It should be able to go to the end from there. So actually you can go to the end with one stop from here. So the question is, when do you stop? Will anybody play strategy? Brandon Thayer got around Brandon Cotton. Not sure what's up with Trevor Mack tonight. P9. Still in with the shot, of course, but about 3 seconds off the pace. Did not put in the practice time. And the other guys did, or hasn't found the speed yet, but definitely in the hunt. Trevor Mack back up front to Justin Thaler. Justin Thaler is third on the points. Best finish this season in Cup is at Nashville at 54. Horrible Kansas at 15th. And now's the time for Justin Thaler to pit as he tries to undercut Walker McNulty. So Walker McNulty is going to get a point for leading a lap. Get bonus points. Good on you, Walker. Let's go. There was no turn one chaos. Everybody made it nice and smooth. Is Walker McNulty going to pit this time? Or wait, he goes through the bus stop sideways on the inside.
Doing a little bit of Midwest lawn care service.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, how's it going, Michael?
It is going. How's it going with you, James?
I'm great. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're able to watch the broadcast stream as opposed to the YouTube. You know we're on YouTube now. Well, there was no turn one chaos. We're in the middle of the pit cycles right now as Justin Thaler and Walker McNulty are sorting it out. Back to Justin has pitted. Walker McNulty was about a second behind. And now is the time Walker McNulty chooses to come in.
That's right. Oh, by the way, hi, Mom. I'm on YouTube.
That's right. Hey,
So
Mom.
isn't us.
Thanks for allowing us to borrow Michael for a few minutes tonight. It's always better with somebody else in the booth. So thanks again for sorting your stuff out and then thinking about us to come back and join us. Ty Williams and Brandon Thayer are back in the pits. So that means Aaron Holroyd, up to him to decide if he wants to come in or not. He does. Trevor Mack has not had the best race. But let's see where Walker McNulty comes out in relation to Justin Thaler. So this is the race. Justin Thaler passing the pit entrance now. It is all down to 1 second. How long does Walker stay in the pits?
Boy, oh boy, we definitely have a big group here. Big battle right here between Prince and Walker coming on out.
Yep, I believe Clarence going to be a lap down. There goes Justin Thaler, and Walker McNulty is right behind him.
Oh, did I get that camera angle right there? Did he come on out a little too soon? Did he miss that blue cone? I think he might have gotten it.
Walker or Clarence?
Walker.
All right, let's find out. My cameras have a little bit of a drag in them. So there's the blue blend cone.
No, I think he might be okay there.
Yep, the green cone is the pit speed limiter. But right here, this blend cone is blue. There goes the leader, Justin Thaler, in the number 2. No lockup this time. Been an amazing race. Let's see. Got to watch for the white line as well.
Hey, he got it.
Close. Just, I mean, small margins. That's the Walker McNulty we've come to know and love. So Justin Thaler is going to have tires warmed up. Doesn't have to go through that cooling period again. But Walker McNulty is right on his tail. Trevor McLaughlin gets bonus points for leading a lap, by the way. He was shown the leader when they crossed the stripe. The Walker McNulty has Justin Thaler in his sights. This is the closest Walker has been the whole race. Turn 1 is the deepest, hardest braking zone to get right. And you know these Cup cars, super difficult to get them woed down. Right on the curb. Little counter steer as he hits the sausage curb.
There's that wheel hop.
That's right. Using the curbing to help the car rotate. This is in my opinion, the most difficult corner on the track. Funny braking zone. You can see the new update as dust being thrown up in the air, using all of the track surface, and down the Holman Straight they go one more time. We got 19 laps to go. Anybody's race. Walker McNulty is hungry. Walker McNulty wants to win in the Cup Series. He's not going to move Justin, I don't think, but he will put a door to him if necessary.
The way he's braking right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he got his nose in there just a little bit.
Oh, super slideways. Putting the power down.
Oh, lockup.
Yep. Right on that limit. Here we go. He's going to get us a draft as well. These guys have almost 10 seconds on Ty Williams and Brandon Thayer. Justin Reinstedel stayed out at the competition caution to lead a lap, but was able to work his way all the way back up, fighting for 5th. So it looks like Justin Thaler is putting on a clinic. He's led every lap other than the pit cycles. Come back and watch Justin Reinstedel. He's got a new paint tonight. What do you think of that number 11, the white and yellow Dubby paint?
It's a bit of a fresh look. It's definitely different than what he normally runs. It's more closer to a Denny scheme than we've ever seen in a while. But yeah, no, it's definitely a clean scheme. I like it.
All about it. He's fighting Brandon Thayer, and these guys have stopped again. They did not take tires. Justin and Walker did not take tires either. So everybody's going to run their second set to the end. This is the closest battle on the track.
That it is, as Walker has fallen behind by about a whole second, 1.72 seconds behind Justin Thaler. He just continues to run about this time an 0.8 of a second faster lap than Walker. So either Justin's burning them up here, or he's just able to handle.
Yep. I think Walker made a small mistake. I mean, that's all it takes. One simple mistake. How much do you have any experience on the Indy road course here, Michael?
I have a little bit of experience with it. Usually the F4 cars or did the TCR here. Not the Cup car though, but yeah, no, it's definitely a fun track. I definitely like this track a lot. But these Cup cars are there's something else to handle as I experience in New Hampshire.
Right. It'll be super easy on the loud pedal. Once again, the new update. Have you noticed a big change in the update as far as racing offline? Have you had a chance to experience anything yet?
Well, not offline. I know at the league on Friday night when we raced at Sonoma, there was definitely some differences there. Getting into that turn into that straight instead of going in the carousel there, that was monster. Every other lap, you just saw the truck. It was just harder. You had to brake a little bit earlier, or else you're gonna get into all the beads there, all the rubber, and it was getting worse and worse to the point I almost nailed the wall.
Yes. The short shoot between turn 4 and 7.
Yeah.
Sonoma, yep. I'm glad you had fun. Friday night, don't forget, Midwest Motorsports has 3 leagues. You can always go to midwest-motorsports.com. Check out the rules, see which league interests you the best. Friday night trucks. Sunday night, the Cup Series. And Tuesday night is the Road Series, which now is in the off season for Tuesdays. Don't forget, we also have the podcast, the Cool Down Lap, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the Cool Down Lap this week, tomorrow night, a very special episode with the Road Series champions, Chase Fincher and Ronald Cabiltas, the Pro and Am winners, championship champions, recently crowned, are going to join us. So you're not going to want to miss the Cool Down Lap. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's got to be something else there when you got that nice little trophy next to your name.
Bragging rights, for sure. Walker McNulty 1.2 seconds back now. As the gap ebbs and flows just a little bit.
He just set his fastest lap that time by, and it's the last time by there. So he's still putting some laps down that are closer to Justin's, but
he's hungry.
He's hungry.
Yeah, it looks like the turn 1 sausage curb, Walker McNulty is really using it. He seems to lose a little ground. Ant Caster points that out for us on the stream. Thanks, Ant, for checking in. Anybody else want to give us a chat? We'd be happy to chat us out as we have 15 laps to go.
It was nice to get that welcome to YouTube there from Governed Man.
Loving the YouTube stream. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. It's the best way to show your support. Tell your friends about us. Everybody's good to go for fuel.
Ten of 13 right now on the lead lap here. Nobody's really gone too far down. It's awesome to see everybody who started the race still be out there on the track.
Here's that ever so important turn 1 braking zone. As you can see, Walker backing it down, using the sausages. Man, every time Walker McNulty hits that turn 1 sausage hard.
He's just trying to get that tight corner right there. He's trying to hit it just right, and every time hits that sausage.
Can you turn down a good sausage, though?
That's Justin. I don't think Walker can turn down a good sausage. He likes them. Brake rotors glowing on Walker McNulty as he goes into the first sector. Headed now to the chicane. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. We're to the back side of the track.
Back onto the Speedway here and back onto the infield.
You visited Indianapolis Motor Speedway in person, Michael?
I have. It was a long time ago, and it was a great time. Got to take a little tour of the track. Got to take a look at the inside area where everybody walks on in. They took us next to the pagoda for the tour on the track, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful place. I'd love to go there again sometime.
No doubt about it. Concord, North Carolina's Walker McNulty putting on the pressure. Again, the gap ebbs and flows. He was just under a second there.
He missed that sausage this time.
Did not. Oh, we got spinners. And right as the leaders are coming through, Robert Olavison and
Sean Cunningham there.
we can go back and find out what happened there.
Meanwhile, we got that opportunity right there. Walker McNulty is on the outside. He's putting the pressure on JT as we try to figure out what's going on with Cunningham.
You're right. He's on it. Robert and Sean just happened to spin right in front of the leaders. No harm, no foul here. How bad do you want to see? I want to see how close Justin was. He had to make a decision. I'm sure that affected his straightaway speed as they go through the bus stop. So once we reroute the bus stop here, we'll see the spin. We'll see him collect it.
I got the spin there. This battle is ebbing and flowing too, so here we go.
Sean Cunningham first, and then we'll catch up to Justin. What happened to Sean? Hardest braking zone.
Oh, he was losing it right there.
On power, there goes Eric Thaler. He's trying to figure out which way is up. And Robert Olavison slows down. Justin and Walker get by. But Justin had to do some avoiding action. Continue to watch this down the back of the Holman Straight, side by side with Walker and Justin. Justin has to hold him off, and he does. We saw, but Justin Thaler now under pressure. We'll go back to live once we get a little gap here if there is. But they're going back and forth. We're going to ride with the ear. We're not going to let you miss anything. We're going to stay in replay mode and watch these guys battle. Walker looks deep, and he gets by for the lead. Can Walker McNulty hold him off? Justin Thaler leaves room, tries to get a better exit. From here, we start the long run down to turn one, and Walker McNulty leaves the door open. Justin Thaler goes right in. We are side by side down the front stretch across the yard of bricks. You cannot put any distance between them. This is the race for the lead. Walker McNulty on the outside, hard under braking. The car moves around. Justin Thaler wisely steps back. They both miss the sausage curb into turn one, turn two. Headed around the diamond. Justin Thaler looks inside in the braking zone. Walker lights him up. Walker sees it and gives it back to Justin Thaler. Great clean racing by both of these guys. Glad we were able to see it. Now back to the Holman Straight they go. What's going to happen? Is Walker going to dive? He makes it. We know Walker is going to take chances offline. Walker McNulty on the inside. Justin Thaler goes too wide. Walker showing great respect, leaving room for him as they're side by side, headed towards the back side of the track into section 3. This is what Midwest Motorsports Cup Series is all about. No spoilers. We'll keep riding it from here until we see at least a second gap.
Walker's going to go on the inside there. Justin's going to take the outside. They're going to hold side by side through the corners here. as they get ready to get back onto the Speedway front stretch. Justin getting a nice little advantage right there on the inside on Walker McNulty. And we'll see Walker if he's going to cross over or not. Nope, he's going to stay in the draft, and Justin will get another lap led.
Wow. These guys are going for it. Back to turn one. Aaron Holroyd coming out of the pits a lap down. Red brake disc glowing on the 12 car. I'm sure they are on the 2 car as well. We just happened to see them more dramatically on the chrome wheels there. Walker McNulty.
Oh yeah, the blue wheels there as opposed to the lime green, and Walker McNulty gets a little loose coming out of that corner, almost into the grass, and he's going to give up a little bit of advantage there to Justin Thaler.
That was the gap Justin Thaler needed to unclench his butt cheeks, as he now has a little bit of breathing room. 1.6 seconds. All right, I think we can go back live now. We saw Aaron Holroyd have a little spin. This is live racing. And Justin Thaler hangs on to the lead. But that was great racing action for the lead. We saw Aaron Holroyd get the Midwest Motorsports lawn service duties out of the way. Thank you, Aaron. You can send us a bill.
I tell you what, James, as soon as you said we're going to follow this replay, I go, oh, we're going to be here for the rest of the race.
Just about. You totally could. Past the museum at Indianapolis Motor Speedway and back onto the front straightaway. Justin Thaler. Fastest lap of the race. Early in the race, I believe it was lap 1 or 2. Walker McNulty less than 1/10 of a second behind on his best time. That time by, they were less than 1/10 of a second apart as well. Not over yet with 9 laps to go.
And noticing something there, James, he stays off that sausage. He's getting a little bit back on him.
Yeah. A good tip by Ant Caster, watch it on the YouTube, is stay away from the curb in T1.
This is about the one section of the track we're coming up to here where Walker McNulty seems to be getting a little bit of an advantage on Justin Thaler on.
Coming in. Why is Justin coming in? Do you want
9 laps to go.
What? You get a black flag for overages? What is happening? Let me see if I can find race control. Oh, you take it away from here.
Alrighty, well, Walker McNulty going right on into turn 1. Not having to worry about Justin Thaler being right on him, so he's going to miss that sausage. 15 seconds separates him from Ty Williams, who's currently taking over second place. Right now, the closest battle on the track would be between Brandon Thayer and Dustin Ryan, still about 2.3 seconds separating the two of them. On track now, Justin Thaler coming on out with a 6.83 second stop, so it looks like he must have needed some fuel.
That's
It
right.
doesn't seem like a penalty stop right there.
That's right. All right, so I must have been wrong. It said 19 laps to go. I thought they could make it from there, but there's 12 to 16 laps, so they needed a splash, which means Walker and Ty also need a splash. So Justin Thaler did stop 1 lap prior, but thanks to race control and Walker McNulty now in for his splash. Apologies to everybody. I thought that they were good to go to the end. Can't do 20 laps on a tank.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. try to gauge and figure out. We only do what we can with the information we're given or that we know prior of. Looks like Ty Williams is also going to come on into pit as well.
You read my mind. Thank you, Michael. So the question now, where does Walker McNulty come out in relation to Justin Thaler?
Yeah, Thaler's closing in there about 26 seconds and continuing to drop as he gets around this track. He is now on the front straightaway, so I don't know, timing's a little off here. And Walker McNulty coming back on out to the track. It's probably going to be Thaler passing him by into turn 1 as Walker McNulty gets to head on into turn 1 as well. Oh, exactly. Walker using that advantage. They're side by side coming on in from turn 2 to turn 3.
We are side by side again. The pit stops were exactly identical. So Walker's in lap getting on and off pit road. Justin Thaler is now looking at the rear of Walker McNulty's Sour Patch Kids paint job, and Walker has got to hold off Justin. Justin has to find a way around. Oh, he's steaming. Justin Thaler does not want this one to get away. This is exactly what Walker wanted to do, as Justin is faster through here as they come around turn 10.
Is he pushing it too hard, though?
He's pushing as hard as he can. These guys are putting on an awesome race.
That they sure are.
Look away.
Justin Thaler there is one of the first times he's had to sit behind somebody right now. He's, like you said, definitely fuming about that as he's coming around on the inside. I don't know why Walker let him on the inside, maybe for the thrill, but they are side by side down the front stretch here. Who's going to take this lap right now? It's showing to be Justin Thaler getting that lap as well. He'll have the inside going on into turn 1, which will force Walker to either have to hard brake a little earlier and give up that spot.
Walker leaves the door open and they lock up. Trevor gets out of the way. Thanks, Trevor Mack. Walker gets back by. What a move.
Crossover rolling pick here with Clarence Prince.
Let's see that in the turn 1 time. Just want to roll it back just a little bit, Michael, if you'll bear with me. I want to see Trevor all the way out of the way. So no harm, no foul there. Thanks, Trevor. Who locked up? Justin Thaler was on the inside. He locks up. As we come now side by side into turn 1, slow-mo. And right at the very end, the trail braking. He tries to force Walker as wide as he can. But as soon as he starts to turn in, that right front locks up and pushes him out. He loses the turning capacity. And Walker McNulty is not locked up. All 4 wheels rotating, helping him complete the turn. And this time by Justin can't stay on the outside of him to go through these turns. And that's it. We're going to have to keep watching from here, though.
Yeah, there we go. As they go around Clarence Prince there. Walker McNulty still holding the lead right ahead of Justin Thaler. Down the mid-stretch here.
No lockups there. Justin Thaler.
He is faster through the zone.
Right. Remember, turn 14 is where Walker has left the door open in the past. Justin have to wait that long as they make it out of turn 10.
Both of them locking up, going back onto the infield, and Walker McNulty off the track.
What are you doing? You had him right where you wanted him, Walker.
I thought earlier that into turn 1 that was going to be Justin there overshooting that corner. Great job by him to not do that. And of course, here we go in this one. Both of them lock up, and that 12 machine does not want to turn. It wants to do some lawn care, James.
Yep. And here's Justin watching Walker overshoot it, you get a John Deere sticker. As he goes right on by. Back to 1-to-1 speed. And Justin Thaler, 1.3 seconds. Oh, Walker. So close, man, but what a great battle. Back to live racing. The hunt continues. Past turn 1, 1.25 seconds now. 4 laps to go, Michael. I don't think it's over yet. Is Justin going to make a mistake?
Oh, it is definitely not over yet, James. That's for sure. Walker, just after that little mess up there, put down his fastest time, which is only a quarter, like less than 200ths of a second slower than Justin's best overall time here. So he is on a move.
Speaking of making moves, we got another battle here, Michael.
Here we go. Brandon Thayer trying to play it safe. Not sure what to do on the outside there. Locks it up a little bit. Dustin Reinstall makes the pass. And now Brandon Thayer gets it back there in the S's. Ty Williams going to try to make a move as well as he's trying to come on into 4th place.
Side by side, Dustin Reinstall on the inside. Ty Williams, great racing. Do not turn away.
I didn't realize how heavy this field was in Fords and Toyotas. Brandon Thayer leading the Chevy machine out here on the field. Only other Chevy out here today is Aaron Holroyd. That's usually not the case.
A bit of a light crowd tonight as Justin Thaler brake discs glow. Walker McNulty back under half a second for the lead. And Dustin, this battle is heating up. They go around Clarence Prince. Continuing to get close. Stays close.
James, did you forget to feed Walker today? He is he's hungry. He just set himself the fastest lap of the event, 1:30.269, which is 0.2 of a second faster than Justin put down early in the race.
Great point. Good eyes. Thank you.
A lot of action on this track right now. We've got the battle for first here, battle for the win with 3 laps to go. We've got the battle for 3rd place heating up as well between Thayer, Reinstedel, and Williams. So the podium is it's not set in stone. It is definitely in flux right now.
That's right. Headed back. These guys are on the straightaway again. Let's see as we go out of turn 10 into the final sector.
Oh no, Brandon!
Locks up and goes straight. Oh, he's got to be kicking himself. And that puts Dustin Reinstedel back on the podium. Ty Williams does not want to see that.
That turn and turn 1, just awful when it comes to that. You just think 1 second a little too long and you are gone. Speaking on, the boss taking a trip to the beach.
Yep. He wanted to make sure he stayed out of the way, didn't lose, didn't affect Justin Thaler's run or Walker McNulty's run through the bus stop chicane.
If you're still not sure what league to join, when one of the owners and founders of this league gets out of the way so he's not helping his own brother out, you know you're in the right place.
A great point, Michael. Definitely one of the most fair leagues I've ever seen. We're coming to the white flag. Now or never for Walker McNulty. This lap, they have to finish and then one more. Coming to the white. Oh, Walker into the wall.
Ow. What looked like a little cut in the grass there. It turned into the wall hit there later on. And final lap, he's down 0.6 of a second. But that was a big catch right there on turn 1.
Walker is driving the wheels off of that thing. He is hungry. The race for the lead continues to go all the way to the end. They're on the Holman Straight now. They both made it through the bus stop. Ty Williams and Dustin Reinstedel trying to sort out the final podium spot. Who wants to talk to me and you, Michael, here? Who wants to talk to us the most?
I know, right? It's going to be a Toyota, whatever way it goes.
Yes. Between these guys, the final spot of the podium. Up front, the 2 Fords. Ty Williams looking really racy. They go through the chicane. Ty Williams thinks about going on the outside. Here we are for the final lap. Walker McNulty on the gas as hard as he can. John Cunningham, or is that Robert Olavison?
That's Robert Olavison trying to stay out of the way.
Walker, can he do it? Justin Thaler gets by. We're coming to the green, to the checkered, I should say. What a race.
Checker flag.
Talking about clean racing in the league there. Walker definitely had the ability. Oh, as we go later on, Dustin and Ty both lock it up going into that corner.
They both lock up.
It looks like Ty's going to get the advantage here as we back up in the replay to see exactly what kind of heat we got going on here. But yeah, Walker definitely had the ability to push Justin out of the way. Both of them lock it up right there. Both of them trying not to smash each other out.
Wow. Battle for the final podium spot. Oh, Dustin Reinstedtel's got to be kicking himself. Oh.
Oh, everybody's missing that corner.
You made it. They all made it back. But Justin Thaler, your victor as the checkered flag has flown. Walker McNulty and Justin Thaler bringing it home. What an incredible race we had. Up and down the field. But especially for first, absolutely awesome racing. I will let you call the final grid, or final results, I should say.
Alrighty, well, let's get at her. Justin Thaler, as you know, in the number 2 Ford Mustang, ends up taking home the victory spot there over Walker McNulty in his number 12 machine. Ty Williams brings it home in third in the number 81 Toyota Camry. Dustin Reinstedel running that W White scheme there, brings it home in fourth place. Brandon Thayer comes in fifth in the 64 machine. Brandon Cotton comes on in seventh place. Oh, sixth place. Aaron Holroyd takes seventh, I should say. Eric Thaler coming home in eighth place, first car lap down. Trevor Mack, 99. Finishes in ninth place. Sean Cunningham rounds out your top 10 today in the number 71 machine. Clarence Prince in his number 83 finishes 11th. Robert Olavison in 12th in the 22. And Andrew Miller rounding out the field in his number 29, bringing it home in 13th. And, of course, Race Control getting a drive out there for cop caution. But I think we got ourselves a booth full of gentlemen ready to talk to us, James. What do you got?
Absolutely incredible racing from up and down the field. Well, first we're going to start with third place driver. That would be Ty Williams. Ty, is James and Michael in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what an amazing finish to the race. Ty, I'll let you start talking through the first half of the race, and then we'll talk about the battle at the end. It looks like you were fighting to hold your position. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I qualified good, and the race going into it, I just wanted to be smooth and clean, and just starting from the get-go, I kind of could see that I do not have the pace to match Justin. I could probably do it like maybe every few laps or whatever, but I did not have the pace to comfortably run the laps he was doing. And same with Walter. They drove amazing races and just drove away. And yeah, so I was, content with third. I was like, let me keep the 0x and just try and bring it home. And my last pit stop was a little bit of a mess up. I was too far right for the gas man, so I had to reposition myself in the pit box, and that's how Brandon got in front of me. I got sandwiched between Brandon and Dustin, and yeah, and that battle was awesome, to just straight awesome, because Dustin got by me, and then he almost got by Brandon, and Brandon managed to make a very, very bold move in the chicane, and it worked. So it was awesome to watch and be a part of, and I'm glad I got to move at the end against Dustin in the basically final corner. That's what I want. I definitely wasn't going to tap him or touch him, because we've raced each other very hard but very clean for forever. So it was fun to really battle against him, like just like how we've always done.
From fifth to third on the final lap, coming to the checker, Brandon Thayer, just a little lockup. The same turn, and then you and Dustin both locked up. He had a little more speed, so I guess he just went a little farther off track. What was it like keeping your cool there, man? I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know about you.
This is scary. I'm glad Dustin did lock up and like go wide, because I wasn't making the corner myself, and I would hate to have ran into him. So I'm glad that happened. But we were both being very aggressive. I got a very good run, and then I've struggled with that turn this entire practice sessions and races and stuff. I've just struggled with it, but coming to it, I knew this was basically the last chance. So I made a little bit of a lunge on the inside and just kind of locked it up and hope for the best. But it was fun, and then I was cranking the wheel a whole 90 degrees to the left, trying to stay off the grass to keep that 0x, and I managed to keep it. So
Oh, okay, nice.
yeah, so 0x podium. I that's what I come here and try and do every week. Just stay on the podium and run the clean races.
Yeah, well, congratulations, man. Thanks for providing a great race for us. We knew you were going to keep it clean, and congrats on a great podium, man. You'll take it. 0x as well. I did not see that coming, especially on the road course, especially after your Thursday practice. Was able to watch a little bit of it, and glad you're able to do it, man. Congrats on a great race, Ty. Thanks again.
Yep, I appreciate it.
All right, we'll look for Ty to follow up next week. And up next, Walker McNulty, very close P2. Walker, incredible racing, man. I really don't know where to start. Have you relaxed yet? Do you wipe the sweat off your forehead?
No. I mean, I am incredibly sweaty. It's probably the sweatiest I've been after one of these races, but me and Justin had an awesome race. I made a few mistakes, he made a few mistakes, and in the end he was the one that came out ahead, but man, it was it was so much fun.
It looked like it, man. It was fun just watching it. You guys were back and forth, crossing each other over, really at the pit stops. And that final pit stop, well, actually, I want to talk about the pit stop before the, I'm not sure if it was the competition caution. You pulled out and tried to get Ty Williams there. I guess, did race control ask you to give that back? They were at the control of the field, or how'd that work?
No, I wasn't using my brain. I was kind of in race mode still. So like he was going slow, so I was like, okay, well I'll pass him. But then I thought about it and I was like, wait a second, we're under competition caution, so I gave it back. That was pretty dumb. I was too busy thinking about other things. But
It was fun. I
yeah.
thought it was smart. But yeah, then just the battle. I'm still real excited for you. I know you're hungry for a win. You did not take him out. You left room every time. A couple of door bangs, and then coming up through lap traffic, I think more than once. You guys had a couple of really close calls between you and Justin.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. That one time where there was somebody spun at the chicane and then another car there, and Justin kind of got compromised, and I was able to get a clean run. So that was a good opportunity for us to fight, and I think that started one of our back and forth cut back fights. And then at the very end, it's a little unfortunate that we had that lap car there because I think we would have probably been side by side all the way around there. But since that car was there, Justin kind of had to go wide, and it left me with really no space to go on the outside there. So, I was giving it my all though. I tried to dive it on him in the second to last corner, but I held up and made sure I didn't take him out. And he ended up taking it. So, congrats to him. Well deserved. I mean, his qualifying time says it all. He had a lot of pace. So, well deserved for Justin.
You got anything for Walker there, Michael? Hello, Michael.
Wrong buttons. Yeah, no, as far as that goes, Walker, it was a great race to catch up with towards the end there. I missed out on the beginning, unfortunately, but it was a lot of fun watching you guys run around the track there. And James, I, and Ant were making some comments about the sausage there in turn one. And between that and your speeds towards the end of the race, have you eaten?
Can you turn down a good sausage though?
I've eaten, but I scarfed down 25 pizza pockets before we started because I got home at about 6:45. So I threw those in the microwave, came running up here, turned the computer on, and scarfed those down before the race started. So it's not exactly a healthy meal, but it was a meal nevertheless.
Were you just trying to get as much of an advantage into turn one as you could, and it just ended up hitting the curbing every time? Did you just enjoy the wheel hop?
I didn't really want to hit it, but if my braking and line ended up being that way, I would just take it and hope for the best. You really don't want to hit them in these things because they're really stiff and it unsettles the car a lot. But that's why the fast chicane on the backstretch is so scary. Is because of those curbs. You got to hit them to go fast, and it's a handful.
Well, you nailed it, man. It was so much fun watching you guys. A couple of wall touches too. A little Indy road course racing stripe on your left rear. But you're able to reel it back in. You did end up with the purple lap, so that's some bonus points for you there. Really good season headed for you, Walker. I'm sure you're happy with the good run. I know you wanted first really bad, but you didn't want to take anybody out, and I respect you for that.
Yeah, it's been a good season. It's been a good, consistent season so far. Unfortunately, I missed a few races, but we're still here. We're still racing.
That's right. Don't forget about the drops. And after a long day of work, I saw some pictures from the Mid-South race, and it looks like everybody had a good time. So thanks for making the time to come down and get in your rig and join us tonight, Walker. Great racing. Look forward to seeing you do it again. Are you running the Tuesday night enduro?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Who's your partner?
I think I got Ian Silva, if I remember correctly. Hold on, let me double check because I have a really bad memory. Is it Ian? Yeah, I got Ian. So Oval Racers Unite, baby.
Well, good luck. Congrats on a great second win, man. Take the points and roll with it.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks, Walker. That's Walker McAnulty. P2 tonight, and your winner overall, Justin Thaler, with his first win of the Cup season. Congrats, Justin. For you, you can finally unclench your butt cheeks. Everything go okay, man? Congrats on a great win.
Yeah, thank you. Felt good to do it Friday night in the truck, so I went from drinking wine, I guess, to drinking milk. So, what a race, though. Did a lot of practicing, probably more than what I typically could. There's a lot of time to be gained in the heavy braking zones here at the road course at Indy, and I was doing a little bit of homework and seeing some guys' times, and honestly, I didn't feel comfortable during a lot of my practicing, so luckily went out there and laid a really good quality lap. I didn't think it was going to hold because I went out pretty early, but held there and then had a lot of good races there. I tried to just maintain pace, maintain the field, watch relatives and such, but completely wasn't sure my pit stop there at the end. I contemplated taking tires, but evidently I didn't. So I didn't know what Walker was going to do since kind of I ran in first. If he has anything, given him others pit stop knowledge, he would have known I probably didn't take tires. So he beat me out of the stop, and then it was just trying to not overdrive and just close the gap back to him and see if I can make a move. And there's a lot, multiple turns going. It was like a yo-yo probably out there. It was like, oh, I get him here, and then oh, you got me there, and it was a lot hard. And he kept me super honest because I mean he was gaining on me lap after lap, little by little. I think more or less into the braking zone, he was much more confident and he had that down. So kudos to him and good race. But yeah, there was a lot of moments where it was not. I wasn't thinking it was maybe going to work out the way it did.
Michael, what you got for JT?
Well, I was just curious about it too. We talked with Walker about it a little bit about how he was sweating, still sweating at this point in the race, and you seem to have quite a. I kind of came in halfway through the race there, but it seemed like you had the lead pretty steadily for most of the race. When I came on in, you had a pretty sizable gap there, and then all of a sudden, a couple lap cars come on into the picture. Walker gets right up there, passes you a little bit. The pit stop happens, and he comes right out right at the same time. Can you walk us through how you kind of felt about that, and how you felt about the moment where he ended up locking it up and going off there, coming back onto the infield from turn 3.
Yeah, I was watching my relative as I was coming down the front stretch there, trying to find where he was in terms of time wise, and then when he announced, I was kind of like right in the braking zone, so like I could see him out of my peripheral on the right, and then when I went and into turn 1, I could see he was like right there by the exit, and I was like, well, I really want to gas it up and try and get to the apex at 2. Didn't work out that well. I don't know if I spun a little bit or maybe I just didn't gas it up hard enough. But when he was there, and then I don't know if it was that lap or the lap before, one of the lap cars graciously got out of the way, but kind of right into my preferred line, leading up to the chicane on the back stretch. So I was like, well, that's not going to work out well for me. But yeah, it was just battles, and when he come out in front of me, like I didn't want to push it that little bit further and further, especially in the race into a braking zone and not being fully, I guess, confident on how deep you can drive it in. So I thought, well, he beat me out of the pits, it's fair game, right? So he had a really good pit stop. I took the minimum amount of fuel I needed to finish the race, so he did a good job on nailing his pit stop, probably better than I could. But with the pits there, the timing line is so far out, I guess, from the exit of the pit wall. It's really like enticing. You think you can just jump on the throttle, like basically as soon as you clear the wall on your left as you're leaving the pits. But you just kind of always got to be in your head, like, don't speed exiting. So I don't know if he just did a better job getting out of his box or what. But he had a hell of a race. It was fun.
In lap on both times. Walker's in lap was a rocket ship, and he was trying to overcome the undercut that you did. And I guess that's one of the disadvantages of pitting first, is you don't know if he's going to take tires or not. So you kind of have a little bit of a gamble there. But I really think it was the in lap and getting on pit road, the little funky pit entrance.
Yeah,
as
for
well,
sure.
before you hit the speed limiter. So that's where he got you. but side by side coming out. Then you carried it all the way through. The other place I think you were faster was turn 14 coming onto the front straightaway, the very final corner. Walker looks like he took a wider entrance coming onto the front straightaway, trying to later apex, and you stuck it in there twice and held off. Are you full throttle at that point, or were you going to use his door as a cushion to get to the wall?
No, I don't want to run
And
anybody on any track, up, but I wasn't trying to I feel like I really drove my line regardless of where he was, I think lap after lap I was kind of there anyways. I might have opened the wheel a little bit to just kind of play chicken with him and see if he's gonna, is he gonna try and stick it down on me and turn, lean on me a little bit or what. But I think it was just hard, really clean, fair racing. We never made contact anywhere, in all those battles we had, but it was just a lot of steering and throttle input there. I found that line worked for me, setting the exit up there, and on old tires I thought maybe he would have beat me down the front stretch just because I was trying to be a little more cautious, especially with having him on my outside, because once the tires were so worn, it was there. And then coming I guess onto NASCAR 1, kind of the middle of 1 and 2 there at the end of 1, those sweeping high speed right handers, once the tires were worn, were pretty hard to just stay fast. So with him out there, I really thought maybe he was going to beat me, but if he was going to do that, I was just going to try and hold the inside going into turn 1.
Absolutely incredible. Awesome racing. You and your pit crew now get to go to the Yard of Bricks and kiss the bricks on our great, incredible race. We're watching the burnouts now, but yeah, totally awesome race, incredible race. I hope we see more of that at Bristol. Maybe a couple more cars in the race at Bristol will make it more exciting as well. But congratulations, Justin, on a great win, and hopefully for more of this season, right?
Yeah, hopefully. I think everybody here has a better shot on ovals really than I do, but you never know. So still a long season. I mean, this is 7 of 20, 22 races, so a lot of time left, and on ovals I just want to be consistent.
Well, so if you can be consistently up here, again, your best run of the season. Congrats on a great win, man. We're happy for you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks everybody who come out and run tonight, all our fans, and Michael, you and James, and everybody involved in this league, from the admin role down to a driver and a fan.
Absolutely. Michael, you got anything else before we wrap it up?
I tell you what, Indy's a beautiful track. I spent this whole time forgetting that the Indy road course is backwards from the Indy oval course, but that pretty much wrap it up here in Speedway, Indiana. The road course guys, it sounds like, are getting excited about doing an off-season enduro race coming up soon. So that's gonna be fun with the pro and the AM drivers together, James. That's gonna be fun for you guys to talk about and go on over. Obviously, the Cup Series going to Bristol next week. We got next week, and then the truck guys are at Kentucky on Friday, correct?
That's right. I hope you get to join us for both. And once again, there's so many admins and people that make this league possible. For everybody that's raced, everybody that watched, thanks for tuning in. For Michael Harris, Josh Watt running the stream, all the admins that make it possible, I'm James J., reminding you to stay in your lane.